Approved Home Pros, connecting you to today's trends, easy upgrades, and the tips, advice, and answers you need for your home, featuring trusted local experts and San Diego's best home pros, guaranteed. Now, Approved Home Pros.
Welcome to Approved Home Pros. I'm Jordan Frazier.
And I'm Sean Johnson.
Sean, happy last show of the year.
Yeah, happy last show of the year to you.
We're talking seasonal storage item solutions today because everyone has probably more holiday decor than they need, and you have to have a place to store it for the rest of the year.
It's always a problem for me. Boxes stacked up, but I'm going to learn a lot, I think, today.
Of course you are. We've also got some off-season pool maintenance, common pests and solutions.
That's important, and also Contractor State License Board, the most wanted list. It's a scary topic, but we want people to learn because there's ways to protect yourself.
Because a little bit, it's going to hit a little too close to home, I think, when we stay tuned for that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Way too close to home.
And that's why you use Approved Home Pros.
That's exactly why you use Approved Home Pros. We protect people from the very things that we're going to learn about in that segment with the most wanted list. If you use Approved Home Pros, you're going to get screened, vetted pros that are the best in the business.
Because we do all the licensing checks for you, so you know you're getting the best of the best. But first, it's time for the quick tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Matt Mozzie with Mozzie Heating, Air and Solar, and I have a quick tip for you guys. This time of year is a great time of the year to get your heating and air system maintained. And when I say maintained, I mean get the filters changed and have a company like ours come out and check the Freon and oil all the motors so that you're ready for the season coming up.
No one wants to find pests in their home, but knowing what you might face can help you prevent it. Here to walk us through some common pests and prevention methods is Sue Fries, the termite lady from Ecola Termite and Pest Control. Sue, glad to be with you today.
I'm so thankful to be here.
So what are some of the pests that we're facing in San Diego right now? What's common out there?
The common is ants, of course. They've been around forever. But the new ones that we're seeing more of would be spiders and mosquitoes, but spiders.
Yeah, I've seen both at my house, but especially the mosquitoes where I live.
Yes.
You're seeing that all over the county, all over Southern California?
Especially if you have water around you, they're really becoming prevalent. And we have to be careful about the mosquito situation.
Yeah.
But spiders is something that we've always had, but they seem to be, there's more of them.
More of them right now.
Yes.
Interesting, interesting. What kind of prevention can somebody do at home to reduce the chances of an infestation?
The biggest one that comes to mind right now is dewebbing, and that just means you should have an inside and an outside broom with a head on it, and you just knock down the webs. And when you knock down the webs, the spider has to recreate that web, and so they get tired of doing that. It's amazing if you've ever seen them build their web. It's an amazing thing. I just love watching it. But if you just knock that down, you're going to have less of a population.
I'll take that advice. I'll try not to think of Charlotte's Web as I'm doing it, but I'll take the advice.
Yes.
What about the DIY treatment methods that people sometimes try? Are those effective at all?
Do-it-yourselfers, yes. They do work, but for a very short period of time, like the ultrasonic that you stick in your electric socket. They work for about 3 days, and then you have the problem again because they become tolerant to the noise and just that obstacle there. And so the best thing to do is just to call the professional to come and take care of it because it has a residual, and that's the best thing to do.
Yeah, I faced that exact thing with we bought one of those DIY, the sonic things, and it did last for about 2 or 3 days, you're right.
Yes.
So the advice is call in the expert. You have the tools, you have the knowledge and the expertise to be able to handle it.
Absolutely. The do-it-yourselfers, they put too much product on most of the time. They think a little bit is good, a lot will be better, and it's really not.
And you know the right methods and the right formulas.
And the right quantities, yes.
So if you have any kind of a problem, any kind of an infestation, let the experts at Ecola help you take care of it quickly and effectively. Call Ecola today at 619-365-9030 or find them at approvedhomepros.com/Ecola.
You may not be using your pool this time of year, but ignoring it will lead to big problems. So Javier Payan from Payan Pool Service is here with some off-season maintenance tips. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, Jordan. Yeah, a lot of times, we all know people take care of the pools in the summertime when they're using them, but in the off season, it's kind of out of sight, out of mind because they're not being used. But what people need to know is that when we get the winter storms coming in, those winter storms can leave back dirt and leaves and other debris that could cause phosphates, which are a food source for algae. And if left untreated, you're actually going to be having a constant food source for your algae, and it's going to be more difficult to take care of in the spring. The other thing is with the colder temperature, water actually becomes more corrosive, and a lot of people don't realize that.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, so you can actually do some damage to your interior surface if you don't have your water temperature balanced, and there's some adjustments you need to make on it to address that.
So this is actually the time of year where it's more important to pay attention to your pool, even though you may not be using it quite as much.
Yeah, definitely. You got all these other factors. Also, too, people with chlorine generators, they're real popular here in San Diego County, and they're fantastic products. But what people have to realize is that once water temperature gets below 60 degrees, they stop working. So if you're relying on them to sanitize your water and you're not factoring that into consideration, then you're actually going to have depleted sanitation levels.
Well, this is so much knowledge that you're spitting at me today. This is exactly why you need Payenne Pool Service and a reliable maintenance service to come in and keep your pool clean all year long, because these are problems that once they start, it's very hard to get your pool back in order, right?
Yeah, exactly. And once we get the spring, we get a lot of the green pool cleanup calls. Well, you don't want a green pool in your backyard.
No.
It's your home. It's better, actually more cost effective just to maintain it and keep it clean, so you don't have to have that big hassle when we get into swim season.
This time of year is also great to start thinking about those upgrades you might want to make for swim season. Can you rattle off a couple of those for me?
Oh yeah, well, first of all, it's a great time because once you decide to do things in the springtime, everybody's busy. And then you may not get the best deal, you may not be able to get on somebody's schedule, but if you want to upgrade your pump to energy efficient pumps, we do that. Saltwater systems, filtration systems, automation systems, and all the products that we install, we're also a warranty service center for.
Thanks so much, Javier. Get reliable pool service and advice about your pool from Payenne Pool Service. Find them at approvedhomepros.com/Payenne.
Be safe, be sure, be confident about the home improvement companies you work with the Approved Home Pros Guarantee. Only Approved Home Pros guarantees you will be satisfied with your home improvement, repair, or service, or we'll step in to help make it right. If you need help, our team of experts is behind you every step of the way when you use a pro in the Approved Home Pros network. Move forward with confidence, knowing you're never in this alone. Find a pro today at ApprovedHomePros.com. It's guaranteed.
It's the time of year we all realize just how much stuff we have. How do you store your seasonal items? Kate from Classy Closets is here to help make it easier. Kate, glad you're here. I need the help with this, and I'm actually the one that came up with the topic because our garage is full of seasonal items and half torn apart. It's a mess. Am I alone in that?
No, it's pretty typical, actually. Pretty typical.
So seasonal items are a big thing I think people deal with. We're dealing with summer things still sitting there, fall things out, Christmas sitting there. How do you approach design and helping somebody with that situation?
Basically, I take a look at what they have, and then I try to sort it into sections. So here's your Christmas cabinet, here's your Thanksgiving cabinet, here's your Halloween cabinet, here's your golf cabinet, here's your beach cabinet. And then just inside the garage door is usually a dead space because of that eye.
Right.
I like to put some slat wall there and hang the beach chairs, or hang, the beach balls in a net bag, that kind of thing, so everything is off the floor. Because the idea is to keep everything clear.
Clear but easy to find when you need it.
Exactly.
What if somebody has a hobby? I want to put a music studio in my garage. Some people like biking. What do you do with that?
The bikes are a challenge because they take up quite a bit of space, because there's two ways of storing bikes. You can store them sideways, or you can store them from the front wheel coming down, but they still stick out about 3 feet. So they take up quite a bit of space. Some people hang them from the ceiling, but it depends on how high your garage is. So yeah, usually bikes are the biggest challenge actually in a garage.
Yeah, I bet. And I would imagine that once you do this, the impact quickly that people see is a tremendous change, tremendous impact.
Well, it's just everything is clear and clean and you can see everything. And then a lot of people have narrow garages because they're building them smaller and smaller now. We now have a new sliding door garage system so that you don't open the doors, they actually slide. And so that means that you can get easier access with the cars in the garage.
Great inputs. Thank you so much. Taking control of your seasonal storage will make your life easier. Get started with a consultation from Classy Closets. Find them at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Shopping for mattresses can be extremely overwhelming because frankly they kind of all look the same. So I come to More Furniture for Less where I'm talking with Josh Tomlinson, the general manager, and we're learning all about how to shop for mattresses because I walk in the showroom and you have a wide selection, but I have no idea how to tell the difference.
It's pretty complicated, yeah. So very intimidating process. I think that our main goal is to make it simple and just try to get a guest fitted for the right mattress. And we start by just focusing on the comfort.
Comfort.
Just making you comfortable. So.
Okay, I'm comfortable. What's
right.
next?
So really, so the big thing now is just you might find maybe 2 or 3 different options at this level just to make sure, comparing firm and soft.
So personal taste, though,
personal
for
taste.
comfort.
Everybody's a little different, and I think there's different focuses. So someone might be very concerned with back support, or someone might be concerned with motion transfer. Getting up at different times if you're a couple.
Yeah.
And then heat regulation, just making sure you don't get too hot. So there's a lot of different things that we can use and demonstrate to apply the application of controlling all those facets, right? So making sure you're comfy, motion transfer, heat separation, right?
And everyone here at Moore, of course, if you come in and you're shopping, you can kind of parlay those complaints and explain them and complaints, those concerns.
Concerns, for sure.
And of course, your staff will help guide to the options that are best suited for that.
Yeah, we're going to tailor a few different options, try to just narrow it down to maybe 1 or 2 that fit all those needs.
Great. So once we get comfortable, we've picked our mattress.
Yep.
We have some options like adjustables.
Huge difference. I think that the adjustable foundation option is a great way to enhance your lifestyle. So whether you're someone who reads in bed or someone who watches television, or if you have different health concerns, these beds are going to move and adjust to cater to those things and really improve the quality of life overall.
So the piece that actually moves is in the base.
The bottom
So
part,
you can mix and match the adjustable base with basically any mattress here in the showroom.
Yes, virtually everything I have is compatible with that. So, and they fit into a regular bed frame, so you don't have to worry about getting a special headboard or footboard, any of that stuff. It all works.
Well, I think that's huge too. So not only can you get the headboard and footboard or the whole bed frame here at Moore, you can get the support underneath the, what do you call it? I don't know what you call it.
Adjustable foundation.
Adjustable foundation, and you can get the mattress. And it goes in. I love that because I look at these and they look kind of plain.
Yeah.
I've never thought that they would fit right inside a traditional bed frame.
Yeah, absolutely.
So head down to More Furniture for Less. There are 4 locations around San Diego to serve your mattress needs. You can find more information at ApprovedHomePros.com.
When interviewing companies for major or minor home improvements, choosing a Chuck in a truck, just a guy, is not usually a wise choice. Here are 4 reasons why. First, these individuals may not be licensed, which requires insurance and bonding for your protection. Second, you will most likely not have a warranty or someone who stands behind their work. Quality companies provide a guarantee and will be there when you need them. Chuck in a truck, probably not. Third, permits and inspections. Most home improvements or repairs require permits. Chuck in a Truck is interested in finishing your job fast, so there is a good chance they will not pull permits or tell you that permits are not required. Fourth, often a Chuck in a Truck does everything himself, which means they may not have the skills to do a quality job. My advice is to interview companies for your home improvements and repairs. Don't choose Chuck.
Approved Home Pros is not your typical pro finder service. I'm here with Sean Johnson, my co-host for the show, but also co-founder of Approved Home Pros. Sean, let's explain what it is that sets Approved Home Pros apart from the competition.
Well, there's a variety of things, but to me one of the main ones is the fact that we are screened and vetted by experts in the San Diego community. So any company before they can join our network has to be thoroughly evaluated and voted in unanimously by the pros in our network already, and they're local San Diego trusted experts that are doing it.
So what that is these companies that we've already started working with in our network are on the ground seeing the work of other contractors here in San Diego on multiple jobs.
Yeah, and they know much more than I think the average consumer does because they see the work multiple times that these pros are doing. So they're on the same jobs. They know the materials they're using. They know the reputation in the trades. And that's what we base things on as experts rather than simply consumer reviews. There's a place for that, but I think we're much deeper.
So what is the homeowner going to see when they are using our service as compared to these competitors because we are so local and here on the ground in San Diego?
Well, besides being free, it's so easy to use. All you have to do is go in, find the category you're looking for, press search, and up come the companies we recommend. We don't collect your personal information and we don't sell it like the National List Advisors do. They sell their personal information to multiple companies.
So no matter what you need for your home, search for free at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Only Approved Home Pros gives you the expert advantage you need when navigating the world of home improvement. Our network is a team of the most trusted and highly respected local home improvement experts. Expert reviews, advice, and answers have given thousands of homeowners like you the confidence that comes from having a team of professionals behind you. Like a friend in the business, we're here to protect your home and family by making it easy to find and connect with San Diego's best pros at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Welcome to the Ace Hardware Project of the Week, brought to you by Ramona Ace Hardware. I'm here with Lou Manfredini, Ace's home expert, and today he's helping us keep rodents out of our home, which I have had a rat problem before. I went to Ace, they helped me out. I'm hoping to never have to deal with it again.
I know, but here's the thing, we're kind of living in their world, and the thing that I want you to know, and most people don't want to hear, is there's no such thing as one mouse. So
Yes.
if you have one, you more than likely have more than one. They can fit through a hole the size of a dime.
Which is so tiny.
So tiny. So you need to really kind of inspect around your home. If you do sense you have a problem, you want to look to see if there's droppings that you notice where they're happening. Cleanliness certainly helps inside of a home to try and keep it as tidy as possible. The thing that I'll tell you is that rodents have a lot of disease. People with asthma and allergies are really affected by an infestation of rodents, and so controlling them is important. Now, I'll always get a lot of pushback when I give people advice on this because you do have a couple of options. You can use a combination of baits and traps, which eliminate the rodents by killing them. And for some people, they're like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
For those that don't, you have repellents, and then you have the opportunity to use traps where you can actually release them. Now, the thing to know is that with any kind of baiting, you want to do that on the outside of the home. You're trying to draw the rodents outside. Any kind of traps you use on the inside of the home. This particular one right here is actually a release trap. So you're going to bait inside of here. The rodent kind of goes inside the little hole here, gets inside of here, and now they're trapped.
They get stuck.
They get stuck. And so now you take this to the woods, someplace far away from your home. I'm thinking like San Francisco. And then you open this up, and then there it goes, out they go, and you can actually reuse these if that's what you want to do. Now that's a little more involved. A lot of people don't want anything to do with it, right, when it happens. Some of these are what they call no-show traps, where they eliminate it and the entire mouse goes inside of there. And by using a combination of these, you can help to eliminate the rodent problem in your home.
And of course, seal up any of those holes in your home that you find.
Correct.
You can get help with any rodent problems you might be facing at your local Ace Hardware. Find the location nearest you at acehardware.com.
The principles a company stands behind can really be what sets them apart from the competition. Reborn Cabinets has 10 core principles, and David Dahlem is here to share them. David, glad to have you on the show today.
Thanks for being here, Sean.
I've been doing business with Reborn Cabinets for years, and I've seen these principles in action, and I really want to break them down for our audience. Let's start at the beginning. What's the first principle?
Well, build a winning team. And when it comes to putting a team together, when you have everybody on the same page that shares the same principles that the company does, it adds to the team and it builds the team stronger. And I know, number 2 is having the ultimate working environment. I'm sure that ties together with it. Number 3, we care. I want to step down to number 4. It's the Vinny principle. First, who's Vinny? Well, Vinny's the founder of our company. In 1984, he moved his family out here to the West Coast. But he really believes in the concept that when we go into a house, we want to treat that house as if it were our own. And we want to treat the people in that home if they were our family members. So that really builds trust, and it lets them see that we care about what we're doing there in their home.
That is the Vinny principle. Treat every home as if it's your own. Number 5, do what you say you'll do. It's pretty straightforward. Number 6, take ultimate project ownership. Number 7, build it better. What does that mean? So there's a lot of companies out there that do the same thing that we do, and the difference that sets us apart is when we build it better, we're not using industry standard products. We're using above industry standard. And so everything from our doors to our shower systems, it's above the industry standard. So people know that they're getting a great product that comes with a great warranty, and they're going to be able to enjoy it for a long time. Yeah, that really defines Reborn from the experience I've had with you. Number 8, always be consistent. Number 9, schedule it right. Number 10, quickly make a lasting impression. Is that about just pride of ownership for people that have your product? It really is. And the greatest part is when we go back to a project after it's all completed, and we get to visit with the homeowner, and you see the joy written all over their faces when they have their finished product, and they're so happy to get to use it, and they're happy to share that with their neighbors and show them what a great job we did for them. So it really adds to the value of what we do for our customers. And again, I've seen that in action throughout the entire time. Right now also, there's a $500 gift certificate available for anybody through the end of the year, so they just have to go either online or go into the store and they can pick that up. It's tremendous. Yeah. So to get your $500 gift certificate and see if your cash code is an instant winner, today, get your gift certificate at ApprovedHomePros.com/reborn.
Right now might not be the time of year that you're thinking about making outdoor upgrades, but it absolutely should be because you can take advantage of some great savings. So I'm here at a house today with JR from All Seasons Windows and Patios talking about bundling upgrades together, and we have great savings to offer in a minute. But what are some of the projects that this house shows off?
Well, All Seasons, the name implies that we do almost everything in all different seasons. From the time you walk out your door, we can do pavers, patio covers, concrete, motorized screens, and when it gets cool like right now this time of year, if you want to enclose your patio, we call it a sunroom, so you can enjoy that year round.
So we have a lot of options when it comes to keeping us shaded, but also what we're walking on below.
That's right.
Little artificial turf in there.
Artificial turf, railing, fencing, decking. All Seasons can do it all, and now's the time to take advantage of our pricing, because we're offering the best price of the year.
So why is that? Why is it right now is the best time?
Well, it's winter. People don't like to go outside as much, but some of the things that we do offer can help you enjoy your patio year round. And also we want to keep our guys busy.
Contractor seasonality is a great kind of insider secret that we can take advantage of. Approved Home Pros, we love sharing those little secrets with you because it's natural for the business. It's not a desperation fire sale. It's just the downtime where we want to make sure that everyone's keeping busy and there's great savings that homeowners can take advantage of.
That's right.
So what is the special that we're running right now?
Well, right now, if you bundle package some of our offers together, you can save up to 25% on your entire project, which is we've never had before.
No, that's absolutely huge. We're talking a quarter of the price.
That's right.
Just gone because we can. That might make the difference between someone who's able to do the project and who's not.
That's right.
So what is it like to work with All Seasons?
Well, again, with All Seasons we provide everything. So you can come down if you only have a small project in mind. Don't think that we only do large projects. We don't. You can come down to our showroom. It's open 6 days a week, and you can see all the things that we offer.
And of course, this home is just such a great example of these many projects that got bundled together. So call All Seasons today or find them at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Now it's time to Ask an Expert, where we tackle everyday home improvement topics to help you better understand your home. Today I'm with Greg Cantor, our resident expert from Murray Lampert Design Build Remodel. And Greg, we're talking about the Contractor State License Board Most Wanted list. This is about like the list at the post office.
It is. It's pretty scary.
It is scary, and to me, there's one specific. There's I think 9 or 10 most wanted list. There's one local person on there who committed their crimes in Chula Vista and El Cajon.
Hits home, huh?
It's too close to home. This guy's a real winner. His name is William Lawrence Bennett. And let's talk about the fraudulent things he's done. What was the first project?
A barbecue and outdoor kitchen area.
And he charged $13,000 to do the job, abandoned it midway through. And the CSLB came out, and I'm not sure if this is a common thing they do.
They do, yes.
And it cost $28,000 to fix the job.
So add up 28 and 13, what is that total?
Oh, don't make me do the math, but it's a lot. It's
a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. And the poor customers out all of it. The second job.
The second job was a patio room, and this is the classic take the money and run, right?
Yeah, he did the measurements, charged $13,000 in a deposit, and disappeared. Should that have been a warning sign that there was asking for a deposit up front?
Well, to me, that's the biggest red flag is on the first call when a contractor or salesperson asks for a huge deposit, never do it.
Okay. So that's one big red flag. What are some other things that the people in these stores could have done to avoid being taken?
Well, the easiest thing of all is by law, contractors and salespersons have to carry a license identification card, and they're fingerprinted as well. All they had to do is ask for the card and check the number, or just go to the Contractor State License Board and punch in the number, and you would know what you're working with.
Another thing is they can just go to ApprovedHomePros.com and just use the contractors we recommend, because we do all that work for you. Vet, absolutely. With these contractors, there's the horror stories. I don't like to really exaggerate them too much, but not exaggerate them at all. But if you want to see them, the consumers can go onto the CSLB to the most wanted list, right. And there's a link on ApprovedHomePros.com, and they can see them right there. It's a
and the
scary
CSLB's
list.
There for consumers to help them. So if you get into trouble, I highly recommend logging on or calling the CSLB.
Thanks so much, Greg. If you have questions or want to see more from our experts from previous questions, visit ApprovedHomePros.com in our Ask an Expert section.
As the name implies, Thompson Building Materials is the perfect place to go to select materials for your remodeling project, but it's also an incredible place to go for fun and unique accessory pieces. Derek Pritchett, Thompson's general manager, is here to show us a few. Talk about what you brought with us. Let's start over here with this doghouse.
Well, the doghouse, actually, we have our contractors that are building a brick wall or something around your home. tearing down the wood fence rather than take it to the landfills and throw it in there. We give it a new purpose. We reclaim it and build dog houses, kids' playhouses, planters, all kinds of things.
Upcycling, I hear that's called.
Upcycling, recycling, repurposing, yes.
I love it. So you can have those kind of custom made. This is one example that you keep at the showroom.
Yes.
But
Yep.
any specs I have, I can come in with. And
any size, any shape, any style.
so
yeah.
if you don't have a dog, maybe you have a garden or
Maybe
you
a
need
kid.
a planter pot. We've got, or, well, I was going to move on to the planter
Oh,
pot.
okay.
Please don't store your kids in the planter pot, Derek.
No.
But this is a unique feature as well because it's oversized, but it's also kind of has a special origin.
We have a good selection of pottery, a lot of glazed pots. It's more of a terracotta glazed detail on it, but big selection. So a lot of oversized, larger pots. So not just the stuff you see down in Mexico.
Right, so whatever colors or styles or shapes you're looking for, Thompson has probably a selection available for you. Brings me next to probably my favorite one that you brought today is this fire table. It's so unique.
Actually, it's reclaimed wood also on the veneer on the fire table. This is a propane unit. There's actually a side table that matches with it. It hides the propane tank, so it's functional. You can move it around your space in your yard. If you move, take it with you. It's not anchored in.
And the side table is designed to match.
It's an identical match.
Lastly, maybe the most creative element we have today, a barbecue?
Smoker.
Smoker.
Yes. So this is a pig smoker, and the smoke actually comes out the nostrils. We have a pig and a bull, so a couple different options to choose from.
So if you have the space for this, definitely a creative way to
They work really well.
have a party and serve some meat to your
Absolutely.
friends. Not present today, we have a wine barrel table that I really want to touch on because this is kind of a classic look, but is customizable.
Kind of a vintage wine barrel. It's a bistro height, and you can have logos or whatever you want to have printed on top of the tabletop. So you get your own custom look.
I love it. Thompson Building Materials has these and so much more, and you can find it just outside of downtown, and it's open to the public. Find out more at ApprovedHomePros.com.
Don't trust your home improvement decisions to unverified consumer reviews on other sites. Approved Home Pros offers you free and easy access to expert reviews of San Diego's best home improvement professionals. Our in-depth screening, research, and reviews are conducted by experienced and trusted experts who are members of the local community with knowledge of local codes and common issues. Find San Diego pros and expert tips, advice, and answers on ApprovedHomePros.com.
Well, the holidays are here. We learned where to store all of our seasonal items. Let's get your garage in check.
My garage is finally going to look good after that. I enjoyed talking to David Dolan from Reward Cabinets about the principles that they run the company by.
Which is so important because it falls perfectly in line, of course, with Approved Home Pros mission and how you treat homeowners. But it's that feel-good element of I want to work with a company that I know is doing things the right way and with the right ethics.
As opposed to our Contractor State License Board Most Wanted List person that we saw who was committed crimes here in the San Diego area. So I like warning people about that, and ApprovedHomePros.com, we protect you from those things.
Yes, that was a very stark contrast. Of course, this top 10 contractors most wanted list, way too close to home, unfortunately. Those things do happen. Like you said, it's great to know that they're out there, but also we'll share those warning signs of what to look for so that it doesn't happen to you.
Absolutely. If you find somebody on ApprovedHomePros.com, you know that we've done the screening and vetting, and they're going to be the quality companies you need to use.
Right, and of course we stand behind them. If you use a pro in the Approved Home Pros networks, we are guaranteeing that you will be satisfied with your situation, or we'll step in and help make it right for you, because whatever you need for your home, Approved Home Pros is here to help.
Thank you for joining the Approved Home Pro Show. To connect with the show or find the very best home improvement companies in San Diego, log on to ApprovedHomePros.com or call 855-840-APRO. See you soon.